So I had my own cafe some years ago, a very busy cafe near the city, and I served avocado on toast, and it was the most popular dish on the menu. It was the combination, it was the avocado, the feta, and the crowning glory, the chili jam. We love this chili jam. We use it on egg, with sour cream, on anything. And it's really easy to make, only a few ingredients. So what we need, first of all, is about just over a kilo of red capsicums or red peppers. And all we want to do is chop them up into rough pieces. So I like to cut the white pip bit away because it can be a little bit bitter. And we're going to process this into a mulch. So pop it into your food processor. It has such a lovely flavour, this chili jam. It's sweet and it's spicy. And working in batches, process it until it's nice and mulched up. And pop it into a big sized pan. And then cut up and mulch the rest of the capsicums. Once it's cooked, I bottle it, and it lasts for over a year or more in the pantry. You don't need to refrigerate it if you sterilise your jars, or you can just keep it in the fridge or last an eternity. Now you can use fresh chilies if you like and then mulch them with your capsicums or peppers, but I just use crushed chili in a jar, and I like it quite spicy, so a big couple of spoonfuls go into the jar. Why not? Maybe another one. Whatever the sugar goes in here, the same amount of vinegar has to go in. For this much, I'll use 3 cups of sugar. And 3 cups of just your ordinary white vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar if you like, but I've just always used white vinegar. And that's it. All we do now is cook it until it's a jammy-like consistency. So let's go to the stove. So light your stove to a high heat to start with, because we want it to come to the boil, and then we'll reduce the heat. And we stir it until it comes to the boil so the sugar dissolves without getting burnt on the bottom, but it doesn't take long. It's only taken a few minutes and the chili jam has come to the boil. And it's quite watery at this stage, so we turn the heat down to low and we keep it on a gentle simmer for about half an hour to 40 minutes until it gets jammy-like. You can stir it occasionally during this time, but most times I just let it simmer. So it's been gently simmering now for about 30 minutes. The mixture has reduced by half and it's turned a lovely deep red colour. That's almost ready. So all we do now is make a quick little cornflour slurry. Now into a little bowl we put 3 teaspoons of cornflour or cornstarch and just a little bit of cold water, enough to dissolve it in. And once all that's mixed through, we now just add that slowly to our chili jam. We'll bring it back to the boil and just let it cook for another couple of minutes. It'll also thicken upon cooling, but that looks amazing. It is very hot at this stage. It's a jam, so it's very hot, so just beware of that. So we'll let that cool down now. Turkish. Some butter. Avocado. Feta. Lots of feta. A generous amount of the chili jam, some fresh rocket, and done. Absolutely delicious. Now for the gluten-free version, I've washed the board. Butter, avocado. This avocado wasn't as good, so I'm just squashing it instead. I have some marinated Danish feta now, so I'll just put that on top. Some chili jam. Look at the colour of that, it's magnificent. And what I love, love, love is my seeds sprinkled on top. And lastly, a bit of rocket. I can't tell you how many compliments I've got from this avocado on toast. As I said, it was the most popular thing in my cafe and people just raved about it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.